See, that's the issue that I had, which is that's
And then if you guys can on the Facebook group, if you can also
Yeah,
just
yeah.
let them know that I re-recorded it. And then if there are any issues where I said something where I didn't say something, can you point that out too?
Yeah.
We should show this.
Because I'll just repeat myself on Monday.
No. Press cancel for a second. Let me just find the.
Saren, all that, I looked over my notes for all the stuff that you and I had chatted about for like all the stuff that we should do.
Yeah.
And 50% success rate. Well, we did 50% of the things that the course management team actually suggested that we do. So I'll have to revisit and figure out why we weren't able to do more of it. I thought all the suggestions, in retrospect, looking at them, they're all great.
Yeah.
I just don't know why we couldn't do all of them.
I think it's just this is the first time like with the course, so like next year it's just gonna be more experience with it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So you could just do like
Yeah, so this is user presenter view, and then if you only have one, you can use Alt. Okay, Alt 5.
time 5, right?
As long as it works.
Oh.
Good.
Okay. As long as it works.
Basic. Yeah, and now you just do this.
And then
Go on this thing.
Wait, it's already started broadcasting. I think
It start broadcasting because yeah, but it's fine. We'll screen share again.
Oh my. So. Can I get
It's fine.
this?
Here. No.
I think you just stay on that page.
Why doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. We can go and
Yeah, that's weird. Just won't do this.
it just,
Sorry, what are we trying to do?
we're trying to get
Get to this page.
without closing it. And it's not. Okay, you press the control thing. I think like because in Apple there's a control option. Just what goes to the next one.
I don't think it's the same. Yeah.
Okay, so let's try this.
It's not.
Let's just do this. Get out.
Yeah, I think we just.
It's,
Maybe
it's about a 45-second lag.
Yeah, we just got that out.
Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a long time actually. Maybe you have to wait a minute.
Just That's the thing.
You're going to delete all this stuff, right?
Yeah. Then we just maybe if you press on this one, it will work, and then we can just change.
Doesn't click.
Try again.
How come it was so much easier in the auditorium?
Why is it like this? No, not there. Just
I retried that.
It turns off.
Yeah,
Like turns remote. Like
it turns remote, and then we don't.
You present one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it so. Oh. Slideshow. Because it's presenter mode that gives us like the thing.
Just try the slideshow.
Oh, here, this option. Could you just check if there's? Oh no, never mind.
You just see custom slideshow, or from the beginning and see if it's like. No.
No, it doesn't give us present. Yeah, you have to do this thing. But it.
The thing is, when we do this, it won't go to Google Hangouts.
Okay, let's try it without this thing. So just go to presenter view. Yeah, this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then go.
Very hard. Maybe we needed Mandy.
Because like even.
Yeah, it just won't click. That's the
It
thing.
won't click. Yeah.
Do you want me to try plugging in another monitor, see if that helps?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
there is an HDMI on that
Okay.
side.
Yes, because presenter view doesn't show up unless there's another.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
There's the other way around. Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. And now should, when we say start from this point, ever,
Then do the
and then just do this. Where's it should,
yeah, exactly. It's the same thing.
but I don't understand why.
It just won't click to that.
Yeah, that is.
Try a different screen.
It's just not going to that thing.
Does the mouse work?
So what are we trying to get to? This one?
Screen share.
Yeah.
But we're trying to screen share the slideshow, except it won't go to the other screen. So if we press, like if you press screen share here.
Yep.
Oh, there is screen
Yeah.
2 here.
Yeah,
This?
for
Screen
This?
two.
Yeah,
Screen
it's
two.
two.
Okay.
Share.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's it.
And we're broadcasting now, right?
Yeah, we are broadcasting. So just press hide here.
Okay.
And then go to your.
So I can just minimize all this, right?
Basically.
Okay. And then
Slideshow.
and it's this one?
There we
Yes.
go. Okay,
And then
the
here's
links
your
are
pointer
Okay.
over here.
How long has it been?
Facebook.
Okay.
Okay.
And it should be good to go, right?
Wait, we should check it.
It's gonna be alive, but it should be working. And how many minutes?
It's only going to be a 25-minute broadcast. Yeah, I already know how many slides I missed at the end. I didn't even cover all the.
These goes into the lecture, so.
The less material I have for you on the final, the better off it is for you.
Yeah.
So are we good to go on the title page?
You're just gonna. Is it not working?
Can you just check as well?
It should be on
It
your
might-
lesson.
Yeah.
It might be my phone. It's old. Ooh, you have like the six.
Yeah, except I dropped it in my toilet.
Wait, what?
Like last week.
You
So
dropped
it's
it
like,
in the toilet?
yeah.
Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
Just need to-
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, it's working now.
It's working.
Okay, great. So I'll make you guys. Oh, okay, I don't want to hear that. Anyways, okay, cool.
I'm gonna edit that part.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do an audio. This will work. You guys will be good to go, and then you guys can put the edited version onto the Facebook group, and then send me the link so I can put it on a Padlet. Thank you for your help, and this will literally be a 25-minute thing. If you guys want to close the door on your way out as well, thank you. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I'll take those. Thanks, Bethany. Okay, hi everyone. We're going back and re-recording the lecture. There were some technical issues from earlier this morning, and I wanted to actually go back and re-record it rather than making it somewhat confusing for you. And again, my apologies on this. We're going to go over the final part of our course called Precision Medicine, and I want you to get a good understanding of why we're so interested in precision medicine over the next few slides. In the past, we've actually spoken about BDNF, and in today's class, we're going to revisit BDNF, and then we're also going to be talking about these single nucleotide polymorphisms that we've been hearing about off and on. And again, in the last lecture, we have also talked about these single nucleotide polymorphisms as well, and these are ones that you should make sure that you're going back and reviewing for your final exam. So if we're to go through and we were to take a look at one of the molecules that we previously have looked at in this course, BDNF, and now put it in the context of a disorder like major depression, I want you to get a sense as to why we're interested in terms of the personal genome, in terms of DNA data, and how the last two lectures that we're going to have makes use of the fact that everyone's DNA is just a little bit different, especially in the context of BDNF as well as in depression. So I'm going to go through what SNPs are, why they're important, particularly in the context of BDNF. I'm going to give you an overview of major depressive disorder, and then I'm going to go through some specific SNPs as well as the theory behind serotonin and BDNF. And again, we'll go through SNPs again at the very end of today's lecture, but more likely at the beginning of Monday's lecture. We've already looked at BDNF previously in this course, and this is one of the reasons why we're particularly interested. If you are going to remember things from this very brief lecture, We know that there's always going to be input coming into neurons within the hippocampus. And we know that neuron A talking to neuron B is really important. If you're going to remember something though, and you're going to remember it for long periods of time after today's lecture, you need a little bit of help. And what happens is when neuron A signals information, perhaps about this particular slide and perhaps about BDNF, and it makes synaptic connections with this postsynaptic region here. For whatever reasons, if there's BDNF being released at the same time as that information is being conveyed across, and it happens to interact with tract B receptors on this synapse here on this hippocampal neuron, then you will remember that information better. And one of the things that we think happens is that this synapse grows in size, and in addition, the AMPA receptor itself becomes more stable. There are other molecules that might be involved. For example, nitric oxide might be involved through the activity of nitric oxide synthetase found in neurons, hence the nNOS. And BDNF might be the trigger and the beginning of the cascade, but we know that overall, BDNF is really important in terms of building bigger synapses, stronger synapses, as well as helping us in learning and memory. But the key question here is all BDNF and all different forms of BDNF really all that good for us? The answer in the past, in the lectures that we've looked at, and you should, over the course of this weekend, go back and revisit different aspects of this lecture in terms of exercise in BDNF, and then tie that into today's lecture. We've looked at BDNF as being a really good thing for your brain. But again, my question